2 possible routes, it's going to do load balancing automatically by default. But the feature in EIGRP is the only protocol which not only supports equal cost, it also supports unequal cost load balancing. Now unequal cost means, let's take an example, the cost from here to here is 1500, we got a cost of 1000, we got a cost of 1500, and we got a cost of 2000. So which is the best route here? Now in this scenario, the best route will be 1000. This is the best route, and the reason is it is having the least cost. But if I want to do load balancing between these two routes, even though they are not equal. The cost of the first route is 1000, the cost on the second route is 1500. Even though they are not equal, but still I want to use both the routes. I want to do load balancing between these two. And this is what we call as unequal cost load balancing. And this is also supported in EIGRP. That EIGRP is the only protocol which supports unequal cost load balancing. But again, it will not do automatically. We have to do it manually. Manually, we need to do it by using something called variance. So we'll get into that more in detail as we go ahead. So let's get started with some basic lab. So what I'm doing is I'm getting into my lab here. I got 4 routers, and all the 4 routers are using the same IPv6 addressing, whatever I'm using. So the first step, I'm going to do the basic configuration, basic EIGRP advertisements, advertising all the routers inside your EIGRP 100. So I need to have 2 routes for testing purpose. As of now, you can see this route is having 1.5 Mbps, 1544 kbps, 1544 kbps, 1544 kbps, and 1544 kbps. So all the links are having the same cost. First, let's configure EIGRP and verify these things. So I'll go to router 1. I'll say router EIGRP 100, advertising the LAN and the WAN interfaces. On the router 1, I got 10 dot network, 1 dot network, and 4 dot network. So I'm going to say 10 dot network, 1 dot network, and 4 dot network. So if you want to disable auto summary, you can disable it, the best practice. So enable router EIGRP 100, and then we'll say 20 dot network in the LAN. On the router 2, we got 20 dot network, 2 dot network, and 1 dot network. So I'm going to advertise the WAN interfaces 2 and 1. Similar way, we'll also configure router 3, router EIGRP 100, and then I'm going to advertise network 30 dot network in the LAN, 3 dot network, and 2 dot network, advertising the LAN interface and 2 WAN interfaces. Similar way, I'm going to do the same thing on the router 4, router EIGRP 100, network, let's say 40 dot network in the LAN, and then 4 dot network and 3 dot network. So once you do any configuration in EIGRP or any OSPF protocol, the first thing will verify the neighborship. So we'll try to verify the neighborship. On the router 1, I should see 2 neighbors. So let's verify that. On the router 1, I should see 2 neighbors. So let's go to router 1. So on the router 1, how to verify the neighborship? What's the command? So we need to say show IP EIGRP neighbors. You can see there are 2 neighbors. I got 4.4.4.1, that is router 4, and 1.1.1.1, and both the neighbors are up. And then we can also verify the same thing on the router 3 also. Router 3 also I should see 2 neighbors, that is router 2, this is router 2, and router 4. So the next thing, will verify the routing table. If I give show IP route EIGRP, now I can see all the routes here. You can see I'm receiving the networks 40 dot network here, and then 30 dot network. All the networks are received. But if you see 30 dot network, I'm able to see 2 routes in my routing table here. You can see via 4.4.4.1 and via 1.1.1.2, and both the routes are installed in the routing table. You can see both the routes are present in the routing table, and this is going to confirm that it is going to do load balancing. So it's doing something called load balancing, and the reason it is doing is the cost on both the sides it is same. If you see the cost here, the cost to go via this route is 26844416, and via this route is also 26844416. And the reason is you have a same bandwidth here 1544. All are serial links with a default bandwidth parameter. So they are having the default bandwidth and default delays. I did not change anything, so it's going to do load balancing automatically on both the routes. Even if you verify show IP EIGRP topology, you will see to reach 30 network there are two successors. So there are two successors, nothing but two best routes, and the feasible distance, that is the total cost. And here you can see in the brackets here, the first value represents your feasible distance. This first number, you can see these values. The first value represents your feasible distance, and the second value represents your advertised distance. So the same thing what we discussed in our previous classes. So for every network you have a feasible distance and advertised distance. And as of now you can see there are two possible routes, and both are having the same feasible distance or the same cost here. So that's the reason both are used in the routing table. But again, if you have first best, second best, third best, you will see all the best routes learned from the neighbor inside your topology table. So you'll see something called passive here. Passive represents it's a working condition. There is something called active also. We'll see much more. There is something called stuck in active state. Probably we'll be getting into that. We'll see that in a separate session. So now if you want to verify, you can also trace from router 1 to router 3. If I trace, you can see the packet goes via both the sides. So it's like a confirmation that it is using both the links. The basic thing, whenever you see two routes installed in the routing table, that's again the confirmation that it is going to use both the routes, and the reason is both are having the equal cost. So by default, every protocol, not only I'm talking about EIGRP, it can be RIP also. If you are using EIGRP or OSPF protocol, every protocol will do equal cost load balancing by default. So you don't need to do anything. Whenever a router realizes that there are two possible routes which are having the equal cost, so it will do load balancing automatically. So how to verify? So if you want to do unequal cost load balancing, then that is something you have to do manually. So let's try to understand how to do unequal load balancing in this scenario.